parasites are, they're literally like worms that are eating up your food in your body and eating up the nutrients in your body. Hello everybody. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. And if you've been here a while, welcome back. It is me, Amber Nye, and I am here giving you the unfiltered truth and all the facts about MLMs based on my own experiences of being in an MLM for 5 years. And I do this so that you guys will be able to spot the caution tape before you get roped in by false promises that these companies are making. I am a very green micro influencer. I talk a lot about body neutrality, body positivity. I am a curvy mom of 3. So, all the ways to follow me, I will list in the comment box below, and let's just get to what I have for you guys today. So this week I am bringing you some of my favorite MLM fails, and we got some really good ones. So I saw this first video shared on Instagram by Beachbody Coach. Go and give her a follow. She posts really great stuff. And I'm not going to blur Bro's face out because he is very well known. He is one of Beachbody's super trainers. It is none other than Joel Freeman himself. Now, this appears to be like maybe some sort of team call, something along those lines. But let's just give it a watch real quick.
Absolutely. So if you have a drink, I say pick up your drink right now. And to this, I'll say, what you guys are doing is not easy. It's not. And don't let anybody ever tell you that this job is going to be easy. You're going to deal with a lot of naysayers. You're going to deal, especially this day and age, you're going to deal with a lot of BS. You're going to deal with a lot of people who say this is a pyramid scheme. We just rip people off. And what we know is people who say that are the ones that are unhappy with their lives. And they're the ones that are looking for an excuse, and they're looking for handouts. And so to all of you who are working your asses off, making a living for yourself, bettering your life by helping others better theirs, my ultimate respect goes to you guys. So thank you very much.
Okay, so first he says, like, I don't even know why he is talking like he's a coach, for one, because the way that he gets paid, he isn't relying on recruiting people basically to make the majority of his money. He already has a huge following. Beachbody is paying their super trainers way much more than they're paying their coaches. These super trainers are being paid millions of dollars a year, whereas, a coach, just a regular coach who's out here, part of the pyramid structure, will never see that kind of money. Never. And as a former Beachbody coach, I can tell you right now, I am not miserable in the least. In fact, my life is less miserable now that I have gotten out of Beachbody, because when I was a coach, I was stressed out. I had, developed an eating disorder. I was having huge problems with binge eating. I had huge issues with body dysmorphia and feeling like, no matter what I did, no matter what program I did, it wasn't good enough because, as y'all know, Beachbody churns out a new program every 3 to 4 months. It's every quarter they're churning out a new program. And you as a coach are having to, be a product of the product to prove that the results of this program are going to work. And the way that fucks with your mental health and your relationship with food is not healthy in the least. Also, I would say that my marriage is the best that it's ever been since I left Beachbody, because my husband and I now don't fight and argue over me, just putting money into this business and not seeing anything back for everything that I was putting in, whether it be my time, whether it be the money I was spending to go to, you know, Summit or the trainings, or Unleash the Power Within, some Tony Robbins seminar that I went to with my team, when we didn't have the money for it. Like, you know, you put on this facade of faking it till you make it. And, you know, I was just so tired of all of that. And like, and as I said, my life now is just so much better now that I have left and actually seen the light and saw how harmful and toxic that whole environment was for me. And you know what? I liked Joel better when he was with Les Mills. And speaking of Les Mills, they are such a better option than Beachbody for at-home fitness. Like, if you are really wanting to work out from home, please, please, please check out Les Mills. It's like, I think it's like $11 a month. And they have so many different options. They have, you know, I do my spin bike routines on there. They have weightlifting, they have cardio, they have yoga, just a whole bunch of different things. And you will see that Beachbody is actually really just a cheap ripoff of Les Mills. I said it. If you would like someone else to follow who is actually a small business owner and a Black woman who is a certified personal trainer, and she's certified to actually talk to you about nutrition, her name is Kiara Townsell. But this is her info. This is who I follow actually for my workout and my nutrition guides. She has stuff you can do at home or at the gym, and her nutrition part of it is macro based, and it is basically you're lifting 4 days a week and doing very light cardio added in, maybe like 2 days. Like, I think her cardio that she adds in is sprints, but I can't do sprints, so I do my cardio on my spin bike or the elliptical. But yeah, support this person. Don't support this company over here who is perpetuating you know, toxic diet culture and is out here scamming you out of your money. And definitely don't be listening to these coaches who have no room to be advising anybody on health and nutrition. Okay, so these next couple of screenshots I pulled these from the Facebook group Sounds Like MLM But Okay. And I just thought they were like epic and just super cringy, and I had to share them with you guys. So let's just take a look real quick at some. This first one killed me. Okay, that says,
"Hey, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing health and wellness system I've been using? No worries if not, just thought I'd ask."
Then probably a couple days later, the Hun messages back,
"Hey girl, I hope I didn't offend you with my last message. I hope you're doing well with everything that's going on."
Probably next day, she says,
"Hey, hadn't heard back from you. Hope everything is okay."
And the person responds,
"I will fuck your dad if you hit me up again."
This next one comes from a Monat Hun, my favorite. And she says, "Happy Monday. My hair has so much new growth that literally whenever I put it up, this is what it ends up looking like. Definitely not complaining though." The breakage, oh my God. Like, my hair wasn't even that bad like when I was going through postpartum hair loss. She needs like a really, really good hair mask. Seriously, these were 2 for $3 at Walmart. And it's a deep repair hair mask, Moroccan Mend Argan Oil. And like, I put this on my hair and like, it's great. Like, it looks so healthy. And my hair is, I mean, I wouldn't say damaged, but like, I really need a haircut. Ooh, girl, get out before the rest of your hair falls out. That's all I gotta say. This beauty here comes from a young living Hun who is putting Endoflex on her thyroid. This is not your thyroid. I think anybody who has taken a like 9th, 10th grade health class would know that this is not your thyroid. Oh. This next video comes from ANTIMLM movement on Instagram. And when I saw it, I just, I even asked Jake to watch this for me just to get his real opinion on it. And he said, and I quote, "I am not watching stupid shit." So, yeah, let's just dive right in here.
Lemon drops from doTerra and some Shilajit.
So
it gets a little cloudy, and that's
mixing
exactly
up her
what you want.
tea
You
with
want
this
the Shilajit
stuff.
resin to dissolve in the warm water, and then you add the essential oils. So I'm over here drinking my detox tea, and I kind of had a realization that sage and these detox practices are very similar. So, you know, when you sage, there might be that one person that's like, "Oh my God, it smells disgusting. I don't want it around." And you intuitively know that they actually need the sage the most, because it's not them that doesn't like the smell. It's actually the darker, denser energies around them in their field that are being dispelled and are being forced to leave their body. And so they're kind of fighting it. And the same thing is with like detox teas and activated charcoal pudding and just healthy eating overall. I can't eat healthy because it just like makes my body so like out of whack. It's actually because of the parasites and the Candida that are dying inside of them that are saying that. So if you don't know what parasites are, they're literally like worms that are eating up your food in your body and eating up the nutrients in your body. And Candida is a fungus. And
it's yeast.
It sounds disgusting.
Candida is yeast. It's just yeast.
All of us have parasites. All of us have Candida. Determining on what level we have is what actually determines how healthy we are. So a lot of people that have strong impulses to eat candy, to eat processed foods, to eat fast foods, to eat a lot of sugar, a lot of wheat, those are the people that have a lot of Candida and parasites within them, because that
it's just getting crazy.
Helps them grow, and that's what helps them multiply. And so you might notice that you like a pretty strong smell also, and it's because they're literally shitting inside of you as well. So that's why detoxing on a regular is so important in order for you
to have a liver and kidneys for.
So people who have lots of Candida and parasites are extremely moody, and you know, maybe like if this is you, you'll be driving and then you see McDonald's and you're like, "I need McDonald's right now," and it's actually not you. It's the Candida and the parasites who are hijacking your mind to get that, because that's what keeps them alive. And so whenever you do have like a salad or something that's actually good for you, you feel like shit because you're actually starving the Candida and the parasites, and they're saying, "No, this is no good." And so you really have to learn how to discern the voices in your body, what your body's telling you. You know, in the beginning, it sucks when you're because you're having to die off, and like they're literally like all dying within you. But then after a while, you're like, "Oh my God, this tea is awesome. Like, I love eating healthy because it gives you so much more energy and you're glowing, literally."
Okay. This doTerra chick is like all over the place. And again, this is another perfect example of somebody having no idea what the hell they're even talking about. And I am not a doctor. My husband is a doctor, but even I can go and find factual information and studies on Candida to know that when people say things like this and that they're saying you have parasites, and the Candida are parasites and worms, and it's basically like a scare tactic. They're really trying to scare you into buying what they're selling, because really Candida is just yeast. It's yeast. We all have it in our bodies. I think we all know that if we eat too many processed things or sweet things, of course we're gonna kind of feel like crap, because that's just like an overload of sugar and sodium and processed things. And that when we start to cut out those things, we feel better because we're eating more whole foods that aren't empty calories, but have much more dense nutrition that is good for us. But let's just keep watching.
So I'm sharing all of this because I know that it's so common. Like, everyone has gone through this at some point, unless you have like stellar like parents who didn't give you sugar when you were growing up. Like, I ate so much fast food in my young adult years, my early 20s, like literally every single day I was eating fast food. And it's just society and our culture that like really puts us in that bad programming. However, it is possible to get healthy. You just have to stick with it. Now I see my breast implant illness like a blessing, because if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for me hitting such a low point in my health and having so much chronic fatigue, I wouldn't have done the strong. Now I'm feeling like a brand new person, and I have a lot more energy, and I'm making a lot more healthier choices, and I know that it's going to help me in the long run. So something that really helps me anytime I'm about to eat something is I stop and I ask my higher self, is this medicine or is this poison? Is this going to feed my immune system and give me energy and stamina? Is this going to make my hair grow? Is this going to make my skin glow? Or is this going to feed the parasites and the Candida?
She goes with the parasites again.
I think that, sharing that is so important, because a lot of us are just like eating while we work or eat while we watch TV, and just like eating out of impulse. And so we really have to slow down and recognize that our body is an avatar and the food is our fuel, right? And so what kind of fuel are we giving? What kind of what are we actually feeding? Are we feeding our actual body and our organs, or are we feeding the parasites and the Candida that are hijacking our mind? I hope that helps. Love you all.
Okay. So let's break this down a little bit further. Again, she kept reinforcing the parasites and the worms. And if you have parasites and worms, honey, you have a bigger issue going on, and you need to go to the doctor. Like I was saying earlier, Candida, it's just yeast. It's just yeast. That is present in your body. It's not going to harm you. This is just kind of one of those fad things. And I know about this because even a couple of years ago, when I was still with Beachbody, there was a number of people on my team, including my upline, who all of a sudden, all of them thought they had Candida, and they had this overgrowth of Candida and blah, 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 blah. And so they were taking all of these pills and doing this cleanse. And I just thought it was just all just woo bullshit. Like, even, the article that I found from the Mayo Clinic said that, correlation is not causation. And the study that I found, they weren't able to prove that cutting out all of those things from your diet, the carbs, the processed foods, the sugar, necessarily related to lowered levels of Candida or yeast in your body. And it was kind of a placebo effect. As we all know, when we cut those things out of our bodies, we feel better, because, you know, everything in moderation. But that's just kind of another scare tactic thing to make you feel like, oh my gosh, there's this thing that's riddling my body, that this must be my issue of why I can't lose the weight or why I'm feeling this way, when really in all actuality, it's not. It's just kind of another health fad diet thing. Honestly, these pills, oils, nothing's gonna help you. Just if you want to feel better, just eat better foods, exercise. You don't need all these extra things. You don't need extra supplements or pills to cleanse your body. That is what you have a liver and kidneys for, is to cleanse your body. Yeah, I've seen this Candida thing going around for a while, and now that I had to speak a little bit on it when I saw this video, because woo, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's just all I gotta say. All right, y'all. This last video comes from Anti-MLM Scam on Instagram. And I saw this last night, and it just pissed me off royally. You'll see why when I play it. And I'm going to blur out this Monat Hun's face, because I don't want anybody to bully her or anything like that. But yeah, we're just going to play this, and you'll see why it pissed me off so much. And then I'll just kind of elaborate after it's over.
So, very, very emotional and angry, and all the emotions today. 3 of my team are getting their Cadillacs, and it's a huge achievement. It was so important for me to be there. I can't because of COVID. This is extremely difficult during times like this. You know, a lot of people say to me, how did you make out? How you making out with, you know, COVID and stuff like that? And I'm like, it's been fine. But it's times like this when you're missing really, really big milestones in people's lives that have completely changed my life, and I can't be there tonight. And I'm just so upset.
This Monat Hun is on here crying and so upset because she can't be with her team when they get their caddies because of COVID. And she's so upset because she's missing out on so much because of COVID. There are 180,000 Americans dead because of COVID right now, with numbers continuing to rise by the day, by the thousands every single day. And you're complaining that you can't see your team get their caddies. Read the room, honey. Like, this is just so, like, it's so tone deaf. It's unbelievable. I mean, my husband, who is a quite literally a physician, has had one day off this whole month. Today is August 30th. And he has had one day off of this whole entire month because of spikes that have been happening in our area. Not to mention the stress that he has endured the last 6 months since, we started fighting this COVID pandemic. Or should I say not fighting, because people are just ignorant and selfish, and they don't want to just hunker down and do what they need to do for the greater good so we can get over this. And this is the kind of thinking that continues to perpetuate that. Yes, she didn't go, but she's sitting here crying about it.
Kim, there's people that are dying.
Yeah, this just really, really pissed me off when I saw it. Like, have some empathy and maybe gain a little bit of perspective that it ain't all about you. And I even went and I looked on Miss Hun's, on her team that were getting their caddies, and there was probably 6, 7, 8 of them in a group, all together, not socially distanced, no mask in sight. And I think it's easy to see here that these Huns are pretty much living in their own little world, and all they care about is themselves and what getting a new caddy is going to look like on Instagram for them. Because remember, it's all about faking it till you make it. You gotta post every day, share everything, showing that you are living the life and that anybody can do this. Yet you're out here in a fucking pandemic, not caring for public health. Like, that, number one, if I didn't even know about the anti-MLM community, and even if I was still in an MLM, all of that would turn me off. Just seeing people be so oblivious to what's happening and what's going on in the world, and clearly not caring, would just completely turn me off. That would make me not want to be a part of whatever the hell they're doing. That's it for today, guys. That's all I got for you. I really hope you enjoyed this. It's been a while since I've been back here, but I'm gonna be posting regularly again, hoping twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. And as always, if you have anything you would like to share with me, whether it be screenshots, anything you would like me to react to, or if you would like to share your own story, you are always free to contact me on Instagram, or you can send me an email. If you really enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. It gives me engagement regardless. Share this if you so feel compelled. I hope you all have a great week this week. And remember, wear your mask. Bye.